Welcome back everyone. So today I'll be showing you how to make a single portal gold farm without any observers and comparators. You'll need to mark out a chunk, know your center 2x2 of that chunk, as well as know your south and east cardinal directions. From that center 2x2, we're going to count out 3 blocks diagonally from each of the corner of the 2x2, which will give us an 8x8. We're going to dig down by 6 in that 8x8, so it should look something like this. And to refine your center 2x2 of the chunk from each corner, counting by 3 blocks diagonally. Alright, so let's go over here. So our center 2x2, we're going to put 2 redstone dust down like this in a line, and in front of it we're going to put 2 target blocks like so. And then behind those 2 redstone dust, destroy those 2 blocks right there. You want to put redstone torches on the side of those solid blocks where the redstone dust is on. Next we're going to put temporary blocks on top of our target blocks right there. We're going to put hoppers facing into those temporary blocks, as well as 2 hoppers facing into the upper hoppers. It should look something like this on both sides. And then we're going to get some temporary blocks, put it up on the sides here. We're going to have upside down stairs like this. So upside down stairs should be in front of the temporary blocks on top of the target blocks. Next we're going to put droppers on top of our target blocks facing towards the stairs, which will cause the items to shoot straight downward. Next thing we're going to do is get rid of these and bring these down. And let's get our sticky pistons. So we're going to need 2 sticky pistons on the wall right here. We're going to put 2 sticky pistons like that, put 2 solid blocks in front of them like so. Then we're going to put redstone dust on top of those sticky pistons like so. Hop on top of the sticky pistons on the right hand side above the redstone torch. We're going to put an upper slab against this hopper. You can hop up here, get on top of our 4 hoppers here. Now we're going to get our lightning rods. We're going to put a line rod in that corner, line rod in this corner. Should look like this. Put a rail down and put a hopper minecart on top of that rail. Push it forward, destroy the rail, and then using the line rods as a guide, position the hopper minecart until it's on top of all 4 hoppers. And then after we do that, let's get our glass. It could also be solid blocks, doesn't matter. We're going to start with the line rods. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to skip this, and that's going to be 11. So there should be a gap above the slab here. Then we're going to put glass on top of the hopper minecart. This will be the floor that the mobs fall on. And now on the corners, we're going to put redstone dust like so. And then we're going to grab our repeaters. We're going to have a repeater facing into the gap here. Going to be on 2 ticks. Another one on 2 ticks going in the opposite direction. 2 ticks going in that direction. 2 ticks going in this direction. So it should look something like this. Then we're going to put solid blocks in front of all the repeaters like so. Then you want to get your regular pistons. We're going to put regular pistons on top of the solid blocks we just placed down. Next we're going to close off the sides of this Trident killer with glass. Could also be solid blocks like this. Then we're going to wrap around this again with solid blocks. Alright, now that we've done that, let's hop back down here. You want to get your ladders. You're going to have a way to get back out of here, so you put 6 ladders going up like this so you can get out. Alright, we can get rid of those ladders now. Alright, so let's get a solid block. We're going to put a temporary block here, and then put a solid block on top of that. Destroy the temporary block. We're going to put a redstone torch on the side of that block that's above the 2 redstone dust here, which will activate your dropper system. Next thing we're going to do is get on top of this block where we just placed the redstone torch on, put a redstone dust on the side of it, and then looking forward to where this glass with the redstone dust is, we're going to put an upper slab here, another upper slab beside it, and then beside you, you're going to put an upper slab, so it should be an L shape. So how it looks without those blocks in the way, it's going to be an L shape. Alright, so right here on this slab facing towards the redstone dust, we're going to put another redstone repeater on 2 ticks. We're going to put a redstone dust beside that repeater, and we can put either a solid block or a target block right here. I like target blocks because it straightens out the redstone dust. Now we're going to come back over here. Beside this target block or solid block, we're going to put a sticky piston, and it's going to be facing forward like this, so it'll grab this block here. We're going to put a temporary block underneath that sticky piston. We're going to put a glass or solid block in front of that temporary block like so. You can get rid of that temporary block. Now under that glass we just placed, you're going to put upper slab here. On this glass, upper slab here. And on this glass, upper slab. This is to catch any water if you do decide to waterlog your piston, so it won't destroy any of your redstone components down here. Alright, now we can go back up using our ladders. And then we're going to just do another wrap around with glass here. And then of course you won't be able to put none here because this is where your ladder, so that you can come back in here. Alright, so now where our target block is, or our solid block, we're going to put either a lever or a pressure plate here. I'm going to use a pressure plate, so this will turn on and off. So move that. Oh, and I forgot to mention one thing. Let's go back down here. On the side of this target block, we're going to put a redstone torch, like so. Forgot to mention that. Now, when we still on this pressure plate, it'll turn on. And then to demonstrate what's going on down there, let me remove this, put a lever here. So our Trident killer's on. Alright, why can't I get down? Trident killer's on. While it's on, the dropper system is also on. And we can come back up here. Alright, so where our lever or pressure plate, this is going to be the front of our Trident killer. On the corners where the glass are, we're going to go up by 3 for now. 3 solid blocks, like so. We're going to put lower slabs in the front here, to the right, to the left. Go on the inside of our Trident killer. We're going to put a door. We're going to put it flush with this block here, and then we're going to put a lower slab on top of this piston. You can exit through the door and make sure you close the door behind you. Now, in the remaining ones, we're going to put, in remaining gaps, we're going to put glass. So I'm going to put glass here, 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 and here. Alright, so that's the Trident killer of our gold farm done. So climb up here. So you already have a 1, 2, 3, 4 block drop into the Trident killer. We're going to go up by additional, let's say 10. So it'll be a 14 block drop. So starting from here, that's going to be 1, and then you can go up by 14. And then I'll be right back after we've done that. Alright, we're back. Your drop chute should be something like this. So on the top side of the Trident killer, you go 1, 2, 3, and from the 4th block, you can go up by additional 10. So you're going to count this block as well. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so now that we've got a drop chute here, you need to know your cardinal directions, east or south. So I think I'm going to have the zombie piglins spawn in on the south side. So that means our portal will have to be on this side, so the zombie piglins will fall in this side. Alright, so we're going to be building the max size portal, which will be a 21 by 21, and we'll use solid blocks for the corners. So it'll be a 23 by 23. So we'll start right here. So 4 blocks of your portal will be right here, or 3 and a solid block. From this block here, we're going to go east. We're going to go out 8 by 8, and that's going to include this block here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do that right there. Put the solid blocks here. I'm going to go out by 7. Put a block above it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to do the same thing here. Solid block here. We're going to put a block on top of that, so we'll go out by 4 if I remember correctly. Let me just double check, make sure I didn't goof that up. Yeah, it is 4. Okay. Go out by 4, like so. Put solid blocks here. Then we're going to come back over here. Fill this in with solid blocks. Solid blocks here. Here. and then do the same thing on this back side here. So it should look something like this. Again, this is going to be 8 blocks. This is going to be 7. And then in total, this will be 5 in total, but it's supposed to be 4 right here, and you'll see why. All right, so let's get rid of this. We're going to come to the top right here. We're going to put down the solid block like so. And then we're going to get our obsidian, and we're going to go out by 21. Like this. And then 21 obsidian, you'll stop at this glass here, and then you want to put solid blocks coming all the way up here. Like so. And then on top of the solid block, you want to go up by 21. After you've gone up by 21, you want to put a solid block here. Go out this way by an additional 21. And then finally, you want to go up by 21 from this solid block. And that's with your obsidian. And then put a solid block for the corners. There we have our max size portal. Next we're going to do is put a solid block here to match this. We're just going to fill this in with glass going across to about right here. Then we're going to have solid blocks coming up like so. And then just fill in these empty areas with glass. And I'll be back once I'm done with that. Alright, I'm back, and yours should look something like this. You filled in the empty areas with glass so no water can leak out. Next thing we're going to do is put slabs on top of the glass and this up here so zombie piglins can't jump out if they wanted to. So it'll look like this. Then we'll get 2 water buckets. We're going to put the water here and here. This will flow all the way down to right here and stop. So it looks something like that. So your water stream is done. Alright, so now let's do our torch tower to turn on and off this farm. So here's our pressure plate or lever that you use for your Trident killer. We're going to put a lever on this 4th block right here, which I have marked out by a different color block. So put a lever there. We're going to build a torch tower going up. I'll be back when I'm done with that. Alright, so your torch tower should look like this. There should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 redstone torches. And again, you begin from the 4th block with the lever on that block. Redstone torch, block, redstone torch, and you build a tower. So you get to this top solid block and slab. Next thing we're going to do is going to put down 6 upper slabs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like so. So upper slab should be beside this solid block here. We're going to put redstone dust on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these slabs. And on this slab here, we're going to put a target block. And on top of that target block, we're going to put another redstone torch, solid block, redstone torch, another solid block, and then the upper slab from that solid block. We're going to put redstone dust on top of that solid block as well as that slab. Put a temporary block beside that slab. And then we're going to put, we can put a solid block here. Put a solid block here. On top of that temporary block, put slabs on the sides of that solid block like so. And then put redstone dust on top of that solid block. Now, we're going to have our dropper or dispenser system turn on with this torch tower. So now we're going to put a solid block above this redstone dust here, like so. We're going to put slabs going outward, west from the solid block like this. So it'll be this side. We're going to jump up here. We're going to put a temporary block. We're going to put upper slabs here as well, 2 here, and then a solid block right here. After that, we're going to put upper slabs here and here. Jump back over here, temporary block. I'm going to put slabs here, here, and here. So it's going to be 4 upper slabs. Come back over here. We're going to put a temporary block here. Put a slab in front of it and to the side, and then another slab right here. And then right here is going to be a solid block. So just to go over it so I didn't confuse anyone. Temporary block, slab in front of it, slab to the side, slab in front of that one, and then a solid block above it. You can destroy your temporary blocks like so. Next thing we're going to do is put a sticky piston. I'm going to place sticky piston facing upwards. If it'll let us, there we go. Right there. And then on this slab, we're going to put a target block. Like so. Put a redstone torch above that target block. Put a solid block above that torch. And then we're going to put an upper slab against this solid block right here. Then we're going to get a repeater. Have that on 1 tick facing towards the solid block. Alright, once we've done that, we're going to get a redstone dust. We're going to put redstone dust on this solid block and these slabs right here. Come over here and do the same for over here. Now, after you've done that, over these slabs where we have our redstone dust, we're going to put solid blocks above them, like so. So it should look something like this so far. Now, let's go back to here, where this redstone repeater is. We'll get another redstone repeater. We'll have our redstone repeater facing into this solid block here on 1 tick. Put a redstone dust on this slab here. Then we want a repeater going in opposite direction of this one. So that's one right here, opposite direction on 1 tick. Another repeater, 1 tick. Another repeater on 1 tick. Put a solid block in front of it. Put a redstone dust to the side of this. Then another repeater going in opposite direction on 1 tick. Another repeater opposite direction on 1 tick. And it should look something like this so far. So again, so this row is facing into the solid block. That's right here. And then this row is facing away. Next thing we're going to do is get our dispensers. And we're going to have them facing each other. And that's what the solid block here is for. So I have a dispenser facing inward like this. And another one facing that one. So it should look like this. Finally, we're going to get powder snow, which I don't seem to have any in my inventory, as well as an empty iron bucket. So now the side where you have your sticky piston and your target block, you're going to put your powder snow into that dispenser. Opposite dispenser, you're going to put your iron buckets. Now we're going to turn this on. Go back down and turn this on. Your dispenser system should be doing this. If it's not, you didn't install it properly. Alright, we can go ahead and turn this off. Now, this portal break-in design is originally designed by Navy Nexus. I modify it to suit my needs, particularly the no observer situation here. And how this works is the redstone torch tower will send a signal up here, which will turn off this redstone torch, which will cause the power from this to go away. But by the time this power goes away, this block is pushed upwards, which will cause the signal to carry on to this one, which this repeater will pick up, send this way, and then send it back, and then cause a loop. So just so you can see. As you can see, it's causing a loop. And while it's doing that loop up here, it's faced into these solid blocks, which will power these redstone dust here. And then we have redstone dust going to the solid block, which will power up these dispensers. Again, this is a design by Navy Nexus. It's not exactly how he made it on his, but it's very close, and proper credit is due to him. Okay, so we're almost done here. So now we just need to make a system to ignite the portal over and over again. So let's see here. I'm going to continue from here. I'm going to put 1, 2 temporary blocks like so. I'll put a solid block here. 2 glass. another solid block, 2 glass, another solid block. And then we're gonna put 2 sticky pistons here. And they're gonna be on the solid blocks here. So sticky piston going inwards like this, and sticky piston going inwards like this. And then in front of those 2 sticky pistons, we're going to use 2 redstone blocks like so. So there should be an empty gap here and here before they reach the solid block here. Next thing we're going to do is use either a target block or a solid block. It's up to you. Put it beside each sticky piston like this. After that, we're going to close this off with solid blocks too. But I'm going to use glass just to make it, you know, symmetrical. But you can just use solid blocks like that. Alright, so you should have something like this. We're going to come down here. We're going to put slabs underneath the sticky pistons or redstone blocks all the way to the other side. This is to catch any lava so it doesn't flow out. Alright, so now we'll come back up here. We'll put another solid block right here. So it should be something like this. This is where we're going to put our lava. Now we want to get our buttons and solid blocks. On these glass, we're going to put buttons. So 2 buttons here. Solid block right here, here, and here. So it should look something like this. We're going to put slabs above it. So these are going to be lower slabs. Then we're also going to put solid blocks here. On top of this, and top of this, and here. And I'm going to use glass, but you can put solid blocks again. And then we'll put slabs up here so nothing spawns up here. And then we're going to close off these sides. You can use solid blocks like so, and then the slabs to close it off, or to top it off so no mobs can spawn up there. Now we're going to come back down here. We're going to have slabs right here where this glass is, and the slab right here where this glass is. We're just going to destroy this one glass where the redstone blocks are at. So it should look something like this. We're going to put redstone dust here and here. Again, these target blocks could be solid blocks if you want them to be. I like how the target blocks cause the redstone line to straighten out. So once you've done that, it should be doing something like this, where the pistons are moving of their own accord. Finally, we need 1 bucket of lava. We're going to place it here on top of the solid block, and it should flow to both sides like so. This will ignite your portal. Alright. And last but not least, you need to put your tridents in your trident killer. Open this door. We're going to throw in 2 tridents. Remember to close your door. The door is for if you play on multiplayer worlds or realms, so that whoever uses this, they can pick up back the tridents, throw it back in, so they get XP from the farm. Alright, so that's the farm done. Now, for best results, you want to use a sword with Loot 3 on it to get the best rates. Now, with this type of gold farm, you can expect rates of about 1,400 gold ingots per hour, as well as being able to reach level 30 in about 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So how to use it: you flick this lever, it'll cause the portal to tick on and off. You'll stand on this if you have a pressure plate, or if it's a lever, you just flick the lever on. You stand here, zombie piglins will spawn in, die, and you collect the XP and loot. And oh, one last thing, you want to make sure you always turn off your portal breaker. Even if you forget to turn off your Trident killer, that's fine, but the portal breaker absolutely has to be turned off if you're leaving. So if you're even 5 blocks away, going away from this, turn it off. Otherwise, you will break it, and you will have to replace either the iron bucket or the bucket of powdered snow again in the proper one. So do make sure the torch tower is off. Trident killer is fine if you forget it, because when you come back, you always turn it off, turn it back on, and it'll correct itself. But this won't do that, so make sure this is off. Anyway, that's it. Bye.